A full week of training with the aim to run a sub 3 hour marathon, except I'm kinda injured. Let's get into the video. So here we are with my best friend for the foreseeable, the bike. Recently, I experienced some shin splints, and my plan now is I'm going to be doing a bit more work on the bike. So I was running 5 days a week. It is now going to be 3 days a week and 2 sessions on the bike. Today, I was supposedly meant to have an 18-kilometer long run, but instead of that, we are going to be doing an hour and a half on the bike. So instead of boring you with 90 minutes of footage of me cycling, I'm going to include a clip towards the end of the video. This video is going to be a full week of training, so sit back, enjoy the video. Hopefully my shins start to feel better towards the tail end of the week. If you're watching this right now, maybe say a little prayer, or, I don't know, maybe drop the video, show me some support. I'm not too worried. We've got a long time until I aim to do the sub 3 hour marathon, which is in Dublin 2026. So we've got a lot of time. I'm not too stressed, but it is quite frustrating because I felt like I was getting into a really good groove with the running. But look, we will survive. I have my Coros heart rate monitor, which I recently invested in. It was €80, and honestly, best investment I've got. It's so much more accurate for my heart rate, and a lot of the times I was going out in these really hard effort runs, and my heart rate was like 150 beats per minute, and I was like, no, that's not true. Or I'd jump up on the treadmill, and I'd be going really easy pace, and it'd be like 185 beats per minute. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Stop. So, yeah, bought one of these. Think it's really good. Would recommend if you are thinking of getting one. And yeah, that's about all I have to talk about this morning. We got 90 minutes to do, so let's crack on. Okay, we're about 58 minutes through this cardio session. I want to try and keep my heart rate in between 130 and 140 beats per minute, so in and around that kind of zone 2, which is proving a lot harder than I thought, to be honest. I always knew it was hard getting heart rate up on the bike, but as soon as I start running, my heart rate nearly jumps to 130 anyways, no matter how slow I'm going. I don't think I've ever averaged a heart rate below 130 on a longer run, or a 10k, whatever. So this is proving a little bit harder than I thought, but I've just about managed with a few I've had to do a few minutes where I'm pushing a bit harder, but that's all good. So yeah, we are 2/3 of the way through, so got a while to go, but we're getting it done. And boom, there we go, 1 hour and 30 minutes on the bike. Done, finally. That was quite hard. Like I said, midway through, I found it quite tough to get my heart rate up as the session was progressing. Well, at the start, I found it just really hard to get my heart rate up, but eventually I got it up there. I'm actually not fully sure. Oh, hold on. I'll tell you now what my average heart rate was. 129 beats per minute. Pretty happy with that session. Obviously, it's not the same as running. But my joints feel zero pain, and most importantly, my shins will thank me for it. So yeah, that's session 1 done. I'm going to meet one of the lads now for a coffee. I have a good bit of online coaching work to do for the afternoon. I have another YouTube video to edit, so that will be the last YouTube video, which will be a recovery session with MJ Sutton. So if you're watching this video and you haven't watched that last video and you're into fitness, go watch that video, because it's going to be a really, really good video and going to be very beneficial for a lot of athletes, a lot of people playing sports, and probably a lot of my demographic and a lot of people who watch my videos, frankly. So yeah, go watch that video. It's 11:12 in the morning now. I'm going to have my protein oats, and then I'm going to meet one of the lads. So I'll probably catch up with you tomorrow for tomorrow's session. So I'll see you then. All right, good morning. It is Monday. It's 12:31. I went on a run this morning. So I did 9 kilometers easy. Well, it was just 50 minutes of running. And then I also had some physio exercises to do afterward. I'm putting a big emphasis on my glute strength. I know that sounds stupid, but obviously all your muscle groups when you are running and training, they're all going to be used, and your glutes are a very important muscle group, and my glutes are very weak. I went into the physio, we did some exercises, and he was like, yeah, your glutes piss poor. So we didn't say that, but that was essentially what the outcome was. So yeah, some glute exercises done this morning, and then a 9-kilometer run. I just had a bowl of oats, and then I'm going to the gym. So Monday is my double day. So I'll always have a bit more food on the Monday because obviously I'm training twice. So yeah, at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm sitting at the kitchen table and I'm applying for jobs, which sounds crazy. Turns out I can't just do YouTube forever, guys. It's unfortunate, But I think in total I've made €10 off YouTube. So I think I'm going to afford to pay rent, car insurance, car petrol or diesel, just life. Don't think it's going to work on €10. All right. So yes, unfortunately I'm applying for jobs right now. Not unfortunately though, because some of them look kind of cool. But they're definitely long shots because I only applied for jobs that I really like the look of. So listen, we'll see. Something might fall my way. But plan now is gonna do some editing and then we're off to the gym. So I will see you in the gym. Well, here we are. Little voiceover going down. I said instead of playing some copyright-free, terrible YouTube music, I thought I'd give you a brief understanding of my gym training at the moment. So, obviously I'm running 5 days a week, or was, should I say. It's tapered back now to 3 days a week. So this week I'll probably actually get in for 3 gym sessions, but for the time being and what I plan to maintain is just 2 gym sessions a week. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, how are you going to maintain your muscle if you were training 5 days a week and now you're only training twice? Well, the truth is, I plan to maintain my muscle. And the reason I plan to do that is because I know if I train twice a week, the split I'm going to go for is a full upper body dedicated session like what I'm doing here, and then a full body session. So yes, my overall volume throughout the week on each muscle group is going to be lower, 100%. But I suppose my main goal when I was training 5 days a week was to build muscle. Right now, I'm not really trying to build muscle. I just want to maintain the shape I'm in. I'm pretty lean, and honestly, I don't hate what I see in the mirror. And it takes a lot for me to say that. Anyone who knows me personally knows that I'm quite a harsh critic on my physique. So, to be relatively lean and still in decent nick, I'm quite happy. So I'm obviously still training each upper body muscle group twice a week. And I'm training hard, man. Like you see my sets here, bar me doing this selfie thing. Don't know why I did that, but you see my sets here. I'm training hard. And the reason I'm doing that is because I know I need to train to failure if I want to maintain this muscle, because obviously I'm not training in the gym as much. So yeah, hopefully that wasn't too much just waffle. And I decided to speed up arms because arms are kind of boring. So yeah, gonna round up this voice over here. Right. Just got home back from the gym. A really good session was a full upper body session, and then I did, is this focusing on me? I think it is. Are we good? There we are. And I did some abs and just some of my physio work at the end of the session. So really happy with how that went. That's a wrap on Monday. So Monday is the double day. So I currently have some pasta that I'm going to eat because it's very important to fuel up, especially on double training days. And I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow's day of training. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are back. It is Tuesday at 9:17 in the morning. I have a bagel in the microwave. In the toaster. Who puts a bagel in the microwave? And yeah, today is leg day. Anyone who watched my last video would have seen MJ. And I've basically gotten a performance-based leg day from MJ. And I'm honestly petrified to do it today. I was looking at all the exercises. I feel like I'm back day one in the gym, and I wanted to give it a try. I'm not going to say I'm going to do this every single leg day, but I do want to give it a try and see if I enjoy it and see what it's like. So I'm going to suck, and I'm going to do this stuff wrong. And I'm not saying I'm going to suck because I'm a negative person. It's because I know I'm not going to be as good at doing this stuff as I am as doing a physique development leg day, because that's my background. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'm comfortable in. But I think for this series, I want to do stuff that does make me uncomfortable, that is going to improve my running, because that's my main goal right now. So yes, I am going to be trying a performance-based leg day. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. But will I give it a try? Absolutely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the workout maybe up on the screen. Okay. Now you're probably looking at half of these exercises thinking, what's going on here, Sam? And honestly, the truth is, I don't know. I had to YouTube half of them. I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm excited. I'm honestly a bit nervous, but I'm looking forward to it. I will touch base with you in the car, or else I will just start recording in the gym. I'm definitely not going to be speaking in the camera in the gym because I'm comfortable speaking in the camera in the gym when I'm doing an exercise that I'm comfortable with. If you see me bouncing, doing box jumps and all these backflips he has me doing, I'm not going to be comfortable speaking to the camera, lads. All right, so listen, I'll catch you in the gym. Wish me luck. I have a bagel in the toaster. I just want to get to the gym this morning. I don't really want to be sitting around for the morning. I want to get out of the house. The weather's absolutely terrible, so I'm just like, right, get me to the gym. So yeah, that's the crack. Happy Tuesday, and yeah, see you at the gym. Oh, and we're back. As I sit here in the chair, feeling immobile after this leg session. And apologies, lads. Look, I'd love to do some cool edits with some cool music, but unfortunately, I can't be getting copyrighted, lads. I just can't do it. So here we are, little voiceover going down. And I feel like I actually prefer this because today was just all over the place for me, man. I had never done a session like this. And honestly, it was my first time in 5 years of training, since probably like my first day in the gym, where I actually felt nervous coming into the gym. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was YouTubing exercises. So, like, you know, I know some people might watch my content and think that, you know, or see me as an experienced gym goer. But like, at the end of the day, we are all beginners in different scheme or realms, you know what I mean? Like this is so new to me, man. I had no idea. Look at me, man. What am I doing? Like, I had no idea. And honestly, I was just following MJ's advice, and I have full trust in him, and I sent him the videos, so there's definitely going to be some feedback alongside this. So doing some trap bar deadlifts here. The first two exercises were for my hamstrings and my glutes, and trap bar here just focusing on power, and these are all supersets, by the way. So I did 6 reps of, I think this could be 120 or 125 kg for the trap bar deadlift, and then this was supersetted with box jumps, but I was like falling off the box, jumping into a little squat, and then jumping back up onto the box. This was really hard after the trap bar deadlifts, because I'm so used to like bodybuilding training where it's like you do a set, you go all out to failure, and then you're just, you know, you sit down for 2 minutes, you know. Whereas this is so different for me, man. So look, new beginnings, lads, and it's nice to be a beginner, man. I keep saying that it's nice to be a beginner. I mean, look at me here, man. Oh my god, I felt so embarrassed, lads. But look, it has to be done. It has to be done. And looking back, I did enjoy the session. You know, it was nice to do something new. So we're doing some glute bridges, some isometric holds here, I want to say, in the split squat position. That's what you say. Listen, lads, don't have a clue what I'm doing, but look, it's a bit of crack. And then we were doing some broad jumps here. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel bad for anyone who came into Goldstone or Planet Health around 12 o'clock today. Sorry about that, lads. There we are. How are we, lads? Well, that was an interesting experience. Apologies for anyone who was in Planet Health in Waterford for the last hour or so and had to look at me do those exercises. Oh my god. Sometimes I was like, lads, I am making some fool of myself. There was one exercise where I had to do dumbbell RDL. Oh, bird shot on my window, man. You're taking a piss. This is an absolute joke. Come on. Oh my god. Oh well, here we are. We'll live. So there was one exercise where I had to do dumbbell RDLs, and basically for the RDLs they were fine because I obviously have experience doing them, but then I also had to do pogo jumps. All right, is that what they're called? No, they're not called pogo jumps. They're called don't know what they're called, but they basically, you jump from one side of the gym, or not the gym, but you jump one stride to the left and one stride to the right. And my god, was it embarrassing, like in front of the dumbbell rack, in front of everyone in the gym. So don't know how this is going to go down in the college gym, because like obviously I don't really know anyone in that gym, but the college gym, it's like a lot of familiar faces. But look, man, it brings it back to the same saying, you know, you can't care what people think, you know, and it's just the truth, and it's something I've lived by my whole life. So yeah, I'm going to do it in college because I enjoy it. Like, I did enjoy it. Like, I wasn't good at it, but I enjoyed it, and it was nice to be in doing something that I don't have any experience doing. That's what I kind of like about this running process, man. I don't really know what I'm doing, and it's exciting. So yeah, it was weird, but it was enjoyable. I hope I didn't look like too much of a fool. But yeah, man, there's the session done. It's 11:30 now. I'm gonna make my way home. Gonna stop off in Tesco, get some food because I am starving. Tuesday done. I'll see you tomorrow for Wednesday. We got a speed session on the bike. How exciting! That's sarcasm. I'm not looking forward to it. I'd way prefer to be running. But look, this is what we got to do. The shins definitely felt it today, but I think they felt it in like a good way, in a strengthening way, rather than a boom, running, bow, bow, bow. Okay, so look, listen, right, I'm waffling. See you tomorrow. Also, just a quick one for anyone who's dieting, right? These jellies are now in Tesco. Now, it's a guy called Mark who runs this company, right? An absolute gent. And I've seen him build this company from the ground up, all right? They used to be called Nutri-Jellies. Now they're called Wonder Jellies. They have 110 calories in them. They have 19.5 grams of fiber, which is insane. And they have 6.5 grams of protein, but 110 calories in the bag. These are the Jelly Snake ones. These are my favorite. And this isn't sponsored or anything like that, right? I bought these out of Tesco, but they're in Tesco now. If you're dieting, trust me, all right, if you love sweets and you're trying to lose weight, they're so good, okay? I had them when I was dieting, and I'd actually really recommend them, but you used to only be able to order them online, but now you can buy them in Tesco. So if you're trying to lose weight, take my word for it, alright? And just buy them, alright? I think they're like £2 if you have the Tesco Club card. Worthwhile investment, alright? Just had to come on and mention it. It's something that really helped me out, so it might help someone. So yeah, shout out Wonder Jellies, man. Alright, we're back again. Good morning. I feel like every day I'm just waking up and saying good morning, but you'll probably notice a common trend here. I really enjoy training in the morning. I think for me it's like you kind of start the day off with a win. So listen, I'm not going to be able to do this forever. Do you know what I mean? I'm back to college next week. So I definitely won't be doing a week of training next week because it's refreshers. So next semester is my last semester. So it's my last first week back to college. So there's only one thing happening that week. So yeah, listen, we're on the way to the gym. I was supposedly meant to have a tough running session where I was going to be doing intervals at like 3:40, 3:45 pace. I was excited, man. It looked tantalizing. It looked thoroughly enjoyable. But unfortunately, due to my current circumstances, we cannot do that. So instead of using the bike at home, I'm actually going to go into the gym and use the elliptical. I know that might sound like a bit of a weird one, but I find it's really hard to get my heart rate up on the bike, and my legs are shattered, man, after leg day yesterday. They're not shattered, but like, god damn, they're sore. So I think the elliptical, I'll find it easier because you obviously have the handles to like move the elliptical as well. So I think I'll find it easier to get my heart rate up, I hope. So yeah, that's the plan. Might have a little sauna after, and then I'm meeting the lads for a coffee. So yeah, pretty exciting day ahead, man. I'm looking forward to it. So stay tuned. Hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. Hopefully it's not too boring. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Okay, it's how you can support me. It's how you can help me. And I'm gonna keep doing these videos anyways. All right. So I'm not gonna say, oh, subscribe, I won't do them. Like, I love doing them. All right. But if you enjoy watching them, or you find you do watch me a fair bit, and you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it. So Big Smalls is on. Run away to the gym. See you in there. Alright, we've just arrived in. I did a bit of rowing and just jumped up on the bike for 5 minutes to try and get my heart rate up. So gonna jump in now to this. Probably not going to get a whole lot of clips because the gym's quite busy and I don't fancy sticking this up somewhere and sticking it up for 60 minutes. So yeah, I think this should take me about an hour and 10 minutes. So yeah, I'll see you on the flip side. That was good, man. We got the protein oats. Good session. Actually really, really happy with that. I am glad I swapped to the elliptical. I find when I'm on the bike, I find it really hard to get my heart rate up. And as much as I hate the elliptical, and I basically just spent 70 minutes of aura loss in the gym. Yeah, not exactly an enjoyable 70 minutes, but I got done what I needed to get done. Match my heart rate that I would have done when I was running. So my heart rate got up to like 170 on the 90-second efforts, like as an average, which I'm really happy with. Because when I'm running, that's probably about 4 minutes per kilometer pace. So really, really happy. Like, look, if I did that session running, I probably would have done like 350 per kilometer intervals on the 90-second interval, should I say. But I'm happy. It's not perfect, but it's something, and something is better than nothing, and that's the main thing to take from this video. I didn't get any clips of me up there on it because it would have just been awkward, and I would have just been interrupting the session. Set up the camera, record myself, and interrupt the and stop the camera. And as much as yes, I'm making YouTube videos, and yes, I make content, today was a session. It wasn't like an easy run, and I wanted to tune in for the session. And that's just it. You know, I did want to bring the intensity because obviously I'm not running. It's different. And I did want to make the most of the session, and I did. And I'm really happy. So yeah, eating my protein oats right now as I sit in the car before I meet the boys for a coffee in 15 minutes. So I need to get these oats into me. So I'm going to round up this clip here. That's a wrap on Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow for Thursday's session. Okay, note to self, Sam. Stop posting Instagram stories directly after your session. The last like 3 Instagram stories I've posted after I've done the session, so whether it's a run or a gym, have all been incorrect, or I've spelt something drastically wrong. My brain clearly does not function after these workouts. I put up on my story there, session done on the elliptical, 70 minutes of aura loss, and then I was like 90 minute so I said they were 90-minute intervals. 90-minute intervals? No, they certainly were not, okay? So then I reposted and I was like, sorry, 90-second intervals. Then I realized it was 2-minute intervals. I clearly just developed this awful dose of stupidism. Is that even a word? I don't know. But I clearly can't think after these workouts. So when you see a workout up on my Instagram story, please take it with a pinch of salt and understand that it could be completely incorrect. And please just check my Strava if you do want to see the workout that I did. And furthermore, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please do, Samo H Fitness. But yeah, my God, man, it's just embarrassing because people be messaging me. They're like, bro, what are you doing? Yesterday, I put up a post and I was like, athletes, listen up. I spelled athletes wrong, and listen, I spelled L-I-S-E-N. Listen. I don't know. But so wrong, and both words wrong. So yeah, my God, Sam, I need to spend more time with my content, man. Today is a great day, right? It's still Wednesday, just so we're all on the same wavelength, because I'm still wearing the same hoodie. Just back from that coffee with the lads, but got some news, lads, right? I got sent out a super cool package. Are you ready? Maybe if I zoom in and just step away from the camera, you'll be able to see exactly what it is. Hold on. Boom. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Come on. Speed Dust. I've been using this for so long. Everybody on this channel probably knows that I've been using this for so long because I was raving about it when I was doing my long runs. Because I cannot stomach gels at all. So I was having this. It's a carb blend. It's actually really nice as well. Like I used to just mix it with dilute or whatever. Like it tasted grand. And got a little bottle. And I'm really excited to try this Raspberry Rush flavor. Now, this isn't like a long-term sponsorship or anything like that. This is just Connor being super kind. Connor's the guy who owns the company. And decided to send me out 3 bags of it. Which is unbelievable. I'm so happy. This is the best thing ever. So, yeah. Big up the Speed Dust, man. If you're yet to try it, do try it. Seriously good stuff. If you can't stomach gels like me and you literally just need to shit yourself and you literally just need to poo every time you take a gel, I would try the Speed Dust. Really good. Would highly recommend. And this isn't me recommending because I've been sent it. I've been using this for ages. This is me recommending because it's reliable and I trust it, and I would really recommend you try it out. All right, what's going on? It is Thursday. It is 1:15. We are in the car and we're running today, lads. We are running. So I had breakfast earlier, got a coffee there, and I'm on my way to the Blue Way. Anyone local around Waterford will probably know the Blue Way. That's where I'm going to run today. Just, it's the exact same as the Greenway. It's just like an isolated path where you can run. So yeah, pretty nice spot and just nice to mix it up, man. It's a bit of a drive for my gaff, 15 minutes, but my God, it's so like brain rotting running the same route every single run. So it's going to be nice to switch it up. So I'm on the way there now. I've got a 50-minute easy run, so nothing too hectic. So yeah, I suppose I'll catch up with you when we're on the run. Here we are pre-run. We got Asics Nova Blast on the feet. Asics Nova Blast 5, should I say. Nike socks, Lululemon shorts. I actually really like these shorts as well because got little pockets to hold your stuff, real handy. We got this, hold on, Asics tee on. Shout out my brother for buying me this. And of course, I'm repping the Fessium Metis jacket. It's just fresh, isn't it? I just think it's class. So yeah, and I got my phone in here, so it's nice. Might listen to a few tunes this run. Didn't last run, so I might do. We'll see. But yeah, we're here at the Blue Way. We got probably about 10k to do. Let's get running. Right, we're back. We're on the way home. Run complete. I think it was 10.1k, just over 10k. Average pace 4:58. Average heart rate 147, which I'm actually really happy with. I think, according to my Coros, my zone 2 starts at 142 beats per minute. So I was doing a lot of runs around 137, 138, but I'm gonna try just keep everything now in zone 2. And I put out a post on Instagram yesterday saying I'm going to do a sub 3 hour marathon. And I don't know, I know some of you might not follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, that's okay. I'm not gonna, force you to follow me, but the reason I put that post out there was not to kind of like brag, not to boost my ego. It's because I know I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And I know I am because I've done it before with the photo shoot that I did this time last year. And I know that whatever it takes, whatever I need to do, I'll do it. And it's that simple. It's like right now, I'm injured, okay? Yesterday, I knew I had a tough running session to do, and I knew I wouldn't be able to do it on the bike because I wouldn't be able to get my heart rate up, so I went onto the elliptical and I did it there. And I know that's just such a simple example, but it's the little adjustments like that I'm willing to do. It's like even there, physio told me to run on flat surface, so I ran up and down a flat road. And I know that's so stupid and such a minor thing, but it's like all these things will add up. Every single run that my coach gives me, I will follow to a T, okay? Sometimes I will let the ego get ahead of me. I might go a little bit faster on some paces, but you best believe I'm not going to be dropping off on paces, you know? And if I am, it's because I'm leaving everything out there on the table. So it's like, I know that may come across as like, oh, who does this fella think he is saying this statement? But it's like, I know exactly why I'm saying that. It's because I'm willing to do the work that it takes to get to where I want to be. And I'm going to document it, and I want you to hold me accountable because I'm going to do it. And you don't have to like me, you don't have to follow me, you don't have to like my stuff, but it's going to happen regardless. So you can either watch or don't watch, and that's it. So yeah, another easy run complete, and I'm really happy. I really enjoyed it out there today. Didn't listen to any music again, actually. I just enjoy just, you know, clearing the head, going out for a run. So yeah, really, really enjoyable. I have the Nina 10K, which I'm doing with some of my good mates, so I'm really, really excited for that. That is in about 4 weeks. I hope to go under 39 minutes for that. I'm just going to say my goal on here because, you know, I don't really care. You know, I think I know I'm in the shape to do it. My Coros watch doesn't say I am, but I know I am. I know I can do it. Therefore, I'm going to go out at that pace, and I'm going to try finish at that pace. I think it's about 3:52 per kilometer. I think I can do it. I have faith in myself, so that's my goal for the Nina 10K. So yeah, I hope you might be picking up a little thing or two, and if not, I hope I'm providing some sort of entertainment. I hope you either watch my vlogs and you're like, do you know what, this guy seems like a nice bloke, or if you watch my vlogs and think, this guy seems like a right arsehole, that's okay too, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm doing this to provide entertainment. I'm doing this to document my journey, and those who follow, I appreciate you. Those who don't, that's okay too. So yeah, I'm gonna round this video off here. Another week of training. I hope you enjoyed. Please do follow me on all social medias, Samo H Fitness, okay? Stay in tune with the journey, and I'll see you all in the next vlog.